Gyomei Himejima is a major supporting character of Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba. He is a Demon Slayer of the Demon Slayer Corps and the current Stone Hashira, which also serves as the mentor of Genya Shinazugawa. Gyomei embodies the gentle giant archetype, being surprisingly soft-spoken and sensitive despite his intimidating appearance. He is also shown to be quite pious, carrying his prayer beads at all times and offering prayers in most poignant situations. Most notably, Gyomei easily cries over the most insignificant things, accentuating his rather strong or soft nature. This could be due to his love for all living creatures, brought about by his religious upbringing, and insinuated when he felt so disgusted by beating up a demon that he would never forget that feeling for the rest of his life. Like the rest of his Hashira brethren, Gyomei has a great deal of respect for Kagaya Ubuyashiki. He is also one of the most respected individuals among the Hashira, being a symbol of hope due to his immense strength. Furthermore, Gyomei acts as a leader for them, as seen when he sat at the front during a Hashira meeting and was the one trusted by Kagaya to give out orders to them. Though he maintains a fairly reserved disposition, Gyomei harbors a very objective and somewhat suspicious view of the people around him, owing to his experiences before becoming a Demon Slayer. He is ever cognizant of what others, particularly children or those younger than him, are capable of if given the opportunity. By reason of his doubtful nature, it can take a while for Gyomei to completely accept and trust others. When he does open and let others in, he is unwavering in his commitment to them. Gyomei greatly values the principles that allowed him to achieve his status as a Hashira, rejecting Kokushibo's notion that he must become a demon in order to preserve his body and skills which he was devoted himself to, and counters by saying that being a demon slayer means accepting the fact that seeing tomorrow is not guaranteed and that no one can become a Hashira with Kokushibo's half-hearted resolution. Similar to Kyojuro Rengoku, the Stone Hashira also finds that living and dying as humans preserve our dignity. Gyomei even took the upper ranks statement as an insult, further accentuating how dearly he holds on to his values. As the Hashira of the Demon Slayer Corps, Gyomei is a very powerful and skilled combatant. He is stated by both Tanjiro and Inosuke to be the strongest Demon Slayer in the entire Demon Slayer Corps. As stated by Tengen Uzui, Gyomei gained the rank of a Hashira in a mere 2 months. This is further given credence by Kokushibo, who noted that Gyomei's natural physical abilities have been trained to their absolute peak, and also stated that in the last 300 years he has not encountered a warrior of Gyomei's caliber. He was also able to put up a fight against the strongest upper rank for a brief time without the use of his Demon Slayer mark, further showing the extent of his skill. Moreover, Kokushibo noted that Gyomei and Sanemi were two of the more highly skilled combatants even among the ranks of the Hashira. After the fight, Gyomei, who was injured and slightly fatigued, was able to contribute to driving Muzan Kibutsuji, the Demon King, into a corner. Demon Slayer Mark. Later during his battle against Upper Rank 1, Gyomei displayed that he too has awakened his mark, appearing as cracked earth fissure-like patterns on both of his forearms. When activated, it drastically increases his physical abilities, such as his strength, speed, and stamina, allowing him to fight the upper rank for an extended period of time. Fighting style Kusarigama Jutsu. Unlike ordinary demon slayers who use swords in combat, Gyomei uses a spiked flail and axe reminiscent of a kusarigama, a weapon consisting of a scythe and heavy iron weight connected with a metal chain, and thus would use a similar fighting style known as Kusarigama Jutsu. As a Hashira, Gyomei is extremely proficient in combat and easily one of the most skilled combatants in the entire Demon Slayer corps, particularly in this fighting style, which can briefly match the likes of upper rank 1 Kokushibo, a demon swordsman who has over 4 centuries of swordsmanship experience. Moreover, he was also shown to be able to hold off Muzan Kibutsuji himself and his fast whips for an extended period of time, using his spiked flail to deliver powerful blows to the demon king. Swordsmanship, stone breathing. A breathing style Gyomei either mastered himself or learned from a cultivator. In his own version of this breathing style, Gyomei incorporates his superhuman sense of hearing and physical strength to utilize a spiked flail and axe to use its techniques. As the stone Hashira, Gyomei is his generation's most skilled stone breathing user. He displayed mastery of stone breathing in his battle against Kokushibo, where he was able to unleash attacks that were able to match the demon's moon breathing. Equipment: Nichiren's spiked flail and axe. Gyomei wields a swinging whipping weapon similar to a kusarigama, consisting of an axe attached to a chigiriki flail via a long chain. Still, the weapon was forged from the same materials used in the creation of Nichiren swords. Its craftsmanship, in particular, is noted for being incredibly high class and even superior to the swords created during the Sengoku period, when swordsmithing was at the peak of development. Even upper rank 1 Kokushibo could not cut through the chain and was forced to instead resort to close range combat. As noted by Kokushibo, this weapon is very well thought out, as the echoes created by the chain can be picked up by Gyomei's acute sense of hearing to accurately grasp the space and movements around him, further enhancing its effectiveness in battle. On the hilt of his axe, the words "Destroyer of Demons" are carved. Trivia: According to Tengen Uzui, Gyomei was one of the two people who became a Hashira only 2 months after picking up a sword, the other being Muichiro Tokito. Gyomei is the only Hashira besides Muichiro and Shinobu to have a personal connection to an upper rank, that being upper rank 6 Kaigaku. Kaigaku was one of the orphaned children under Gyomei's care at the temple and would later be directly responsible for the demon attack that resulted in the death of all the children except Sayo. Namu Amida Butsu is a Nyanfo chant from Shin Buddhism. A common translation is "I entrust myself to the Buddha of infinite light and life."